fabric has a story to tell.
I think it has a great tactile quality which actually is so appealing.
What we have in India is the world's most extraordinary heritage in textiles, and I think it's just such an important part of Indian fashion.
Harpers Bazaar Revival is our annual project. We've started it this year with Khadi, where we pick up one textile, one Indian textile, and ask designers to take it up, to research it, to come up with something new.
64 designers this year, 150 designers next year, garment producers, manufacturers, charitable organizations, going up to the levels of the government itself and the Ministry of Textiles. These are what our sights are set on right now.
We were very pleased when we heard that Harpers Bazaar was doing a project on Khadi and Indian textiles.
Harpers asked me to make a special outfit, and it was challenging, but it was very interesting.
It was something new for me to explore.
This I thought was really a wow idea.
Khadi is a fabric which kind of makes you approach it with respect.
Khadi is all about natural, it's India.
When you think of Khadi, you usually think of something very drapey, very sheer, very kind of diaphanous, very lightweight.
Khadi implies, I think, political awakening. It's very tied in with our identity.
I think it's high time that Khadi loses its political connotations, and it is a beautiful fabric. It can be perceived in a very progressive lifestyle, in a very progressive way.
I think it's quite encouraging to see the way it's actually moved on from what being so sort of just being that fabric for the freedom fighters. I think it's more into the whole area of it, more accessible to people.
As much as it is important to know the history of Khadi as a fabric of freedom, it is also important to keep experimenting with it so that it doesn't just, end up in a museum space.
I'm very inspired by your project, and thank you for giving us that little push required. So yes, I am using a bit of Khadi.
I think it's high time that I also start using it and use it in my way.
In my world of all the sequins and gowns and bodysuits, there was no Khadi. So thank you, Harpers Bazaar, for introducing Khadi to me.
I think it's amazing that we're finally re-looking at India's textiles, not just as something that you do on the side, but as the main course of your, fashion meal.
Through the first Harpers Bazaar Revival project, the Khadi project, I think the designers have spoken with one voice, and it's beautiful to my ears. If this one project can, spark off even a little bit of interest and a little bit of desire to experiment and a little bit of desire to research, we will consider that our job has been more than done and successful, so that by the next year, the industry is ready to be given an email brief, a very detailed email brief from the offices of Harpers Bazaar with another textile's name in it, and that's exciting.